As an old player who had his love for this game revitalized, I have been on a journey learning a bunch of old archetypes that have escaped my memory and a bunch of brand new cards that have been released while I have been absent from this game. And today we're going to be talking about the Cipher archetype. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. So I do know that we are going to be talking about some Galaxy Eyes cards. I have played a little bit with the Galaxy Eyes cards. I've more so just really admired their artwork. I'm not familiar with the Cipher card zone. I don't know how closely tied into they are with the Galaxy Eyes cards, but let's get started with Cipher biplane over here. Secret rare on the website, which is cool. It looks. I try not to talk about the artwork immediately in these videos, but we just do sometimes. So it is a 6-star light monster 1000 2000 machine. Once per turn, you can target 2 Cipher monsters you control. Their levels become 8 until the end of the turn. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If a Cipher monster or monsters is normal or special summoned to the field except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Cipher monster from your deck to your hand. Has an effect when it's destroyed. It has a special summon effect. You could automatically get, which I would imagine for this archetype is an XYZ summon. Seems like a very good card. Seems like a very nice, strong card. Let's continue on over to the next Cipher card over here. A little bit different than what I was expecting, okay? This is a spellcaster. I didn't know if they were all machines. I didn't really know what to expect. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target 1 Cipher XYZ monster you control, attach this card to it as an XYZ material. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Cipher spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use that effect once per turn and only once that turn. So, yeah, you know what? You can always use a free XYZ material monster, and I like the fact that no matter what, if it's in the hand or graveyard, you can just go, hey, I'm going to attach it to my monster now. I don't mind that card at all. I think it's very helpful. I don't know how many you would run in the deck, but I think it's pretty cool. Let's continue on over to the Cipher Mirror Knight. I don't know what I was expecting to see with this archetype. I think I was expecting to see a little bit more of some Galaxy Eyes type cards, or like the first card that we took a look at. They're not what I expected them to look like. Anyways, this is a warrior. When a Cipher monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, you can discard this card, send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that destroyed monster. During the end phase of this card in your graveyard, because it was sent this turn, you can add 1 Cipher card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't really think it's all that helpful. So you can protect yourself from some battle damage, but there's a lot of cards that you can just use instead of that. You get a search effect. I would imagine there's going to be more search effects for the Ciphers that you can get. So far, this is something that I would pass from adding to my deck. Let's continue. Oh, this is an old card. This is an old card. Cipher Soldier. 1350, 1800, 3-star monster. If this card battles a warrior-type monster during battle damage calculation, this card gains 2000 attack and defense during that damage calculation only. So the only problem is it's only restricted to if it battles a warrior monster. I don't know how many modern decks nowadays run like typical warrior cards. It's a helpful side deck card depending on what the meta is and depending on what everybody's playing. But it's actually a pretty underrated card. If you're fighting a warrior deck, you automatically get 2000 attack for free. I think that's actually pretty good. Let's continue on over to Cipher Twin Raptor. Very interesting card work over here. This is a machine again, 1600, 4-star. If your opponent controls a face-up monster that was special summoned from the extra deck and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can discard 1 card, special summon 1 Cipher monster from your hand or deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Cipher monsters, so you can only use this effect once per turn. That's pretty good, actually. I imagine, what was that other card that we took a look at? Hang on. Okay, hang on. Can we just summon this other monster over here? Once per turn, you can target 2 Cipher monsters you control. So, get this card from your deck to the field, level 8 XYZ. That's what I'm thinking of over here. Big brain plays from the old Yu-Gi-Oh player. Let's continue on over to Cipher Wing. If you control a Cipher monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can tribute this card, increase all levels of Cipher monsters you control by 4 until the end of this turn. So, I think that all of them that we took a look at have been level 4 so far. I'm thinking of the Galaxy Eyes monsters, and I'm thinking about the level 8 XYZ monster. That's probably like the goal with everything. But next up, we do have a Galaxy card. I can't even read the name of this card. Oh, it says over here, Galaxy Eyes Cipher Blade Dragon. I don't believe I'm familiar with this card. Oh, it requires level 9 monsters? That's even tougher. You can also XYZ summon this card by using a rank 8 Galaxy. Well, never mind. There you go. I should have known. I know there's a lot of cards that do that. Anyways, you can overlay it with the Galaxy Eyes rank 8 XYZ monster you control. You transfer its materials to the card. It cannot be used as a material for an XYZ summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, and then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. If this XYZ summon card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster or destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can target one Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon in your graveyard, special summon it. I don't recall what Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon... No, we haven't taken a look at that yet. I think it's pretty good. You automatically get to destroy a card, 3200 attack. It seems like it's relatively easy to get out with the Cipher cards that we've taken a look at today. Pretty cool. And I have always loved the Galaxy Eyes Dragon cards, man. I have loved them. Like, just the artwork for them. And now remembering that I played with them a little bit because they were just like rank 8 XYZ monsters to play. But let's continue on. Oh, this is Cipher Dragon, okay? I feel like I've seen this card. I feel like I have. Let's continue. 3000 attack, 2500, 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Monsters you control cannot attack your opponent directly for the rest of this turn, except this card. Also, take control of the targeted monster until the end phase. But while this effect is applied, it has its effects negated. Its attack becomes 3000. Also, its name becomes Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon. Was the other monster that you can overlay... Hang on, what was the requirements for it? A rank 8 Galaxy... Oh, so it wasn't a rank 8. I'm trying to think about, like, what the plus would be to that. Over here, you can detach one material from this card. Okay, you get the control of it, but what's the big deal about its name becoming Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon? That's what's throwing me off just a little bit. We still have some more cards to take a look at, so maybe that's going to be the answer to that's going to be revealed as we continue on. Let's continue on over to Galaxy Eye Cipher X Dragon. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can also XYZ summon Galaxy Eye Cipher X Dragon by using a Cipher Dragon monster you control as a material. Transfer its materials to this card. So I would imagine that means you can just, like we were talking about that other Galaxy Eyes card that we were just looking at. Can you summon this card just on top of that, even though it's not an XYZ monster? Anyways, you can attach 2 materials from this card. Your opponent cannot target light monsters you control with card effects until the end of the opponent's turn. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can return one rank 9 or lower Dragon XYZ monster from your graveyard to the extra deck. Then, you can special summon that monster from your extra deck by using this card you control as a material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer the materials. So you get the extra summon there. You automatically get the protection of your opponent's card effects with this. This is an excellent XYZ monster. Very cool looking artwork with it too. 4000, 3000. This is a big baddie of the deck over here. Let's continue on to Neo Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon. 3 level 9 monsters. 4500, 3000. Dude, look how cool that card looks, man. Once per turn. Oh, hang on. If this card is a Cipher card as an XYZ material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can detach up to 3 XYZ materials from this card. Monsters you control cannot attack your opponent directly for the rest of this turn, except this card. Also, for each material detached, take control of one opponent's face-up monster until the end phase, but while this effect is applied, you have their effects negated. Their attack becomes 4500, also their names become Neo Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon. I'm just so confused about what the name change matters. But you get I always like cards where you can take control of your opponent's cards. I've always had fun with that. It's a huge beat stick. It's a very good card. Let's continue on over to the next one over here. We have Storm Cipher. Level 4, Dark Monster, 2400. Cannot attack directly or attack monsters in the extra zone. Unaffected by monster effects activated in the extra monster zone. Cannot be destroyed by battle with monsters in the extra zone. I don't really know why this card would be really all that useful. It doesn't seem like it's good. Like, okay, you get a 2400 normal summon. Is the immunity really that big of a deal for monsters in the extra zone? Maybe when Lynx first came out. I would pass on that card. Let's continue on over to Cipher bit over here. Target one Galaxy Eyes or Cipher XYZ monster you control. Attach this card as an XYZ material. And if you do, the next time it would be destroyed by battle card effect, it is not destroyed. Love that card. Very helpful for you XYZ monsters. We have a continuous spell. Cipher Interface. During damage calculation, if your Cipher monster battles, while another monster with the same name is on the field, you can double the attack of the battling Cipher monster until the end of the battle phase. There we go. Now we have something when we have another monster with the, with the same name. That makes more sense. I'm guessing there's more to having the name because one continuous spell wouldn't really be worth, like, emphasizing that, right? We also have Cipher Spectrum. Very cool looking card. If a Cipher XYZ monster or monsters you control that has an XY material is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, target one of those monsters, special summon it, and if you do, special summon one XYZ monster from your extra deck with the same name as that XYZ monster. Again, very good card. Very helpful. Dude, the spells and traps support for this has been good so far. We also have Double Cipher. If your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack on the field, even if tied, target one Galaxy Eyes or Cipher XYZ monster you control that has an XY material. Detach all XYZ materials from that XYZ monster, and if you do, Special summon one monster from your extra deck with the same name as that XYZ monster. Dude, you can get like high attack point monsters very easily with these cards. Look at this. So cool. I can't wait to do a card art commentary with these videos. We also have a rank up magic. Guys, I don't know if I've mentioned in the channel before, I have always been a very big fan of rank up magic, the 7th one. I just squirm it into a bunch of decks and then get the number 107, I believe it is. C107, the yellow monster with 4,000 attack. Anyways, during either player's turn, target one Cipher XYZ monster you control. Special summon from the extra deck one Cipher XYZ monster that is one rank higher than that target by using that target as the XYZ material. This special summon is treated as an XYZ summon. XYZ materials attached to that target also become XYZ materials on the summon monster, and it gains this effect. This card gains 500 attack for each level 4 or higher monster that you control. I like the fact that it's a quick play too. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of rank up magic cards. I don't know if they're for specific archetypes, like the Cipher one in this case. And I don't know if they're all quick play spells. But I like the fact that it's a quick play spell. Another very helpful card. We also have, there we go, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I have always loved this card, man. Always loved this card. 3,000 attack. You can special summon this card from your hand by attributing 2 monsters with 2,000 or more attack. During the battle step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, this is a quick effect. You can target that opponent's monster, banish both this card from the field and that target. Return those banished monsters to the field at the end of the battle phase, and if you banish an XYZ monster, this card gains 500 attack for each material it had when it was banished. It's not the greatest card in the world. I mostly like it because I think it's a really cool looking card. Like I said, I love the artwork on the Galaxy Eyes cards, and we are definitely going to be making a card art commentary. But for now, why don't you check out a card art commentary where we appreciate some of the best artwork in Yu-Gi-Oh history for the Yubel archetype. I'd love to have you guys over there. Thank you very much for watching the video. Take care, everybody.